We play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Steve here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to the first episode of Spell Hunters, an Age of Sigmar narrative campaign. What is Spell Hunters? Spell Hunters is the tale of a motley crew of wizards that are spell hunting. In the lore of Age of Sigmar 2nd edition, ever since the realm of Shaiish sent up a lot of their death magic and increased the overall magic level, dialed it up to 11 in all of the realms, there have been a lot of changes to magic. One of them being that endless spells sometimes are endless. So you cast it, and then it comes alive, and it goes and chomps your enemies, turns around, comes and chomps you, and then goes wandering off into the wilderness to terrorize and to destroy for endless years. And they gain kind of reputations of their own. They even sometimes gain names, and they could be, we can regard them like some dragon that's out in the mountain, and there's some other endless spell over there, like it's just another creature, even though it's made of pure magic. And so from this have arisen groups of wizards that have banded together for various reasons to hunt these spells. Some of them hunt them for money, because there might be a bounty on them. Some of them, like the Skaven, will hunt them because they notice when they dispel them, some of them drop like realm stone, which they can then, of course, harvest. They really like that. Others dispel them to soak in their powers. And the wizard group that Steve is going to be controlling, which we're going to meet after our little story time, is doing it for a combination of reasons. One is for the money, they are mercenaries, and the other is to soak in the powers of it. So they're like getting paid to go out and become more powerful. Maybe some of them have ulterior motives to become big bad villains or big good guys. Who knows, right? But they're all working together. And so yeah, so that is what Spell Hunters is. And so is it going to be a small scale skirmishing kind of thing? It's not using Age of Sigmar skirmish, but it's just a smaller scale. Most of the games will be between 500 and 1,000 points. And they won't work like your typical missions. It's going to be heavily GM'd. If you watch our Death Watch narrative campaign, a lot of this will feel familiar to that. Except they actually have a little bit of a war band with them as well, because wizards are super, yeah, they're not Space Marines, man. If like all 5 of them were like Stormcast Eternals, then we could probably get away with that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, not 2 humans, 2 elves, and an ogre. He might be able to survive. Yeah, he'll be fine. So that is what we're doing. So this is going to be a narrative campaign over the course of the next few weeks. It'll be coming out every Saturday, starting today. There's 2 episodes every week. The first one for free, the other one in the vault. If you're a Vault member, great. If you're not, of course, we've got a special giveaway just for you. You can get the entire narrative campaign for free by clicking on the link below, miniwargaming.com/spellhunters. We'll talk more about that later, but basically allows you to get the entire narrative campaign for free, even if you cancel your Vault membership. Go and check that out if you've ever wanted to try out the Vault. Now is the time to do so. So where does our story start? Our story starts in the kingdom of Eris, a kingdom as close as possible to the realm's edge in the realm of metal, or the realm of Shaman, Cayman. We're not quite sure how to say that.
Shaman.
No, we've heard it from official sources called Shaman, but that's with a British accent, so they say all sorts of weird things.
It's true.
Yeah, right? So, like, how do they say aluminum again?
Aluminium.
Aluminium?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminum, folks.
We love our British viewers. I'm sure. Yeah, anyways. And so, yeah, we're going to call it Realm of Shaman. Shaman. Realm of Shaman. Shaman. Yeah, that's right. The Realm of Metal, of course, being a realm of metals. There's a lot of metal in the Realm of Metal. And we're far enough towards the realm's edge to start to see some of the crazier parts of the Realm of Metal. And there's actually, shortly, we're going to be coming out with a lore video about the Realm of Metal if you want to learn more about it. We're in the city of Silvershire, or Silvershire. Depends where you're from. If you're from the north, in the city, it's Silvershire. If you're from the south, it's Silvershire. If you're from the east, you're probably an ogre, and so it's a totally different name, and it sounds more like grunts, a combination of grunts and squawks. Silvershire is a huge free city, but it is very different than most free cities that you've seen before. It's not a city of order. It's a city of mixed allegiances, because it is where it is established is basically as far away in the kingdom, which is already close to the realm's edge as possible without hitting all the instability. So it's pretty close to the realm's edge, but still pretty far away. Like you're looking at, if you could just walk to the realm's edge, which you can't because you'll probably get transmuted into metal halfway there or something. But if you could somehow just walk there and ignore all the awesome spell stuff that happens, you're probably looking at a 2-week walk at least, maybe upwards of a month, depending on the terrain and the weather. But it's pretty close, but still pretty far away. There's still plenty of distance between that. And Silvershire is on the edge. It's basically the last city before you head out into the really crazy wastes of the realm of metal. And so it's a very popular place because you see dwarves aplenty. The dispossessed, the fire slayers, and the Karajan overlords are all there aplenty. The dispossessed, of course, building everything, and the Karajan overlords, there's tons of ether gold in the skies here because it's in the realm of metal. And the fire slayers, of course, always looking for more of their gold as well. They get their gold, and so there's plenty of it here. So they're always there's tons of mercenaries for hire. But the city also plays host to things that you wouldn't expect to get along with humans and elves and Duradin. And that is, there are actually elements of destruction and undead in the city. There are necromancers and vampires that coexist with the people. And they all have to kind of live in their own separate quarters. The ogres are not going to be side by side with humans. They just don't get along. The smell is kind of the biggest problem.
Humans are gross.
Yeah, humans are very smelly to an ogre, and so they have to have their own quarter. And we're talking like orcs and grots. They don't always get along. There's always skirmishes and fights and stuff. But overall, in this kingdom, it brings them all together. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of combat, plenty of war happening between these different factions. But heck, here on Earth, in present day, we're all one race, and we've got plenty of wars, so there's no surprise there. And so you're going to see that interesting in his warband. One of them is a necromancer, and one of them is an ogre firebelly. And so that actually makes sense where we are right now. And they've been working together for how long now?
6 or 7 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Yeah.
And they just met the firebelly in a tavern, of course, and one of them managed to win a drinking contest against it. It was the necromancer. But nobody told the ogre that the stuff just kind of falls at the bottom of him, and he doesn't actually ever get drunk. And so the ogre gets totally inebriated and agrees to join their little band to go and hunt some spells. And he even has a few of his brothers, the Ogres, that are going to be helping them out as well.
We didn't discuss any of that.
Yeah, sure we did. All up here. And so they've decided they've all had their various reasons for wanting to become spell hunters, and some of them maybe have been spell hunters for a while. But now they're working together, and the very first job they get, which of course is they're approached in the tavern by a high-level official of the town, or the city. Which is what?
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. He's very mysterious. He wore a hood. He wouldn't let himself be known. And he just gave him like this written. He talked with like a bit of a voice box, so there's like, nah, 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 so they couldn't tell what his voice sounded like. Totally cloaking himself, so he would not give a name. All that made up, so I didn't have to make up a name on the spot. Anyways, so this mysterious cloaked figure comes in and gives you a job, saying that there is a spell that is in one of the catacombs. See, the city of Silvershire has been destroyed and rebuilt so many times because, when you're near the edge of the realm of metal, all it takes is like a little gust of magic, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, all the inhabitants are iron now. I guess we should...
Why do people keep moving there then?
Because you can mine all the previous inhabitants. Because can you imagine how much there's one time where it just there was this huge fight with a wizard, and he unleashed this enormous wave of etheric magic, and it swept through half the city of Silvershire and turned everybody and everything into silver, which is actually, before that, was just called Shire, and now they call it Silvershire. And
we didn't discuss any of this.
and so it actually was the most prosperous thing that happened to the city, because all of a sudden the other half became super rich because they just went in and they just started picking up parts of people, and they had all sorts of silver, and they were able to trade that and make a lot of money.
Makes sense.
And so the wizard that did that, he gained a lot of infamy, and he was revered. He actually became the next the mayor of Silvershire after that happened. Oh, just the mayor of Silvershire.
Oh.
Yeah, he's also very mysterious. He just goes by the mayor. He is the mayor. Okay, capitalized THEMAYOR, just the T and the M. So TM, or short. He actually wears this big silver medallion that just says TM. No, it says, sorry, it's I am TM. No, I am the mayor. And that's when he walks around. It's this gigantic, thick silver thing, which is so heavy on him that he actually had to cast some wind magic on it just to let itself bear itself up. So it's actually quite fantastic what has happened here. But this is what happens near the Realm's Edge. And what the life of a spell hunter is rarely dull. It is fairly dull. So the mayor, who's actually the cloaked figure, approaches these guys I know, spoiler alert, approaches these guys in the tavern and gives them their first job. There is an endless spell wreaking havoc in the second level of the catacombs, which is pretty deep down. And it's been nicknamed the Baneblades because it's...
Catacombs?
No, the spell that you're
Oh,
hunting.
what's catacombs called?
They don't call their sewers things. Do you call your sewers? Does your
Yeah.
toilet have a name?
Yeah.
The pipes under the toilet have a
Yeah.
name? What are they called, Steve?
Told you.
The evacuators. No, but seriously, there's the catacombs under the city are enormous. They've had difficulties with, rogue necromancers going down there raising armies of undead, or the Skaven constantly gnawing their way up. In fact, that's one of their present problems. And so you're going down there to hunt this endless spell, and you're happy to do that because you'll get paid your first paycheck in silver. It's actually in silver.
Somebody's arm.
Yeah,
A looted arm and a leg. Silver.
it's an arm and a leg. Actually, it's a couple organs of silver. They harvest it, but apparently there's more magic in the silver hearts. So if you use that into your transmutation spells,
So sad.
well, think about it. Think about the life force that is in somebody's heart, and so you turn that into pure magic silver.
Not
And-
everybody's hurt.
Yeah, well, not everybody's heart. And it is quite hard. So you got a heart and a leg. So the leg is just a lump of silver, but the heart actually has some really good magical properties to it.
Save that.
Yeah, so you want to use that in your incantations and your spells. And so you've been sent down to do this, and you're happy to just have your first job. And that's really all there is to it.
Nice.
So we're just going to jump into the game now. We're going to meet the warband, which right now does not have a name, but I just posted on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm sorry if you're watching this right now, that was like days ago. So you can suggest all the names you want, but it'll already be named by the time you see it. But next episode, we'll reveal the name of this motley crew of wizard. Well, maybe let's call it that, motley crew. That's not taken. So let's meet the motley crew and all their war bandits with them, and then we're going to jump right into the battle report and see how you fare in the catacombs of Silvershire. Let's take a look. Meet the spell hunters. This is Steve's war band who will be hunting spells. And before we talk about the wizards, we've got a group of skeletons, a group of spearmen. What are they called exactly?
Halberdiers. They are
Halberdiers.
Free Guild Guard.
And then we've got a group of just plain old ogres.
Ogres.
Ogres. Sorry, you can't trademark ogre, but you can trademark ogre. So, Steve.
Yes.
Tell us about your wizard warband.
All right, I got some wizards here.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's get started.
You need any more information? I'll explain.
All right, so why don't we walk through them one by one,
Okay.
talk about their names, what they are, and maybe a bit of their past. But no more than like 10 seconds.
Past?
10 seconds. No more than 10 seconds of their past.
Okay. So
Like
over
he used
here,
to work in sales.
Yeah. Over here, this is Yeslik. He is a life mage. He is human, and he woke up this morning with zero memory of anything in his past.
Oh, how
It was
convenient.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
but he remembers
But
everybody
he
in this
had
group.
a strong draw to the tavern, thinking there was something there he had to do. Then he saw the sign for spell hunters, so he signed up right away.
Okay. So that's your one get out of jail free
There you
card.
go, yes.
And we can't have coincidences as people having the same backstory.
No,
just
no,
so
no,
you
no,
know.
no.
Okay, so that's him. Who's next?
Over here we have Ken Gax. He's a necromancer.
Oh, here we are.
This morning when he woke up, there was a floating skull above his little bed that said, "Go to the tavern and read the help wanted posters." So he's like, "Okay,
Nice.
all right."
And he's bringing his skeletons along, obviously.
He doesn't go with a skeleton.
Well, no, he doesn't actually bring them along. He just raises them every battle.
Oh,
Like
that's
he,
fair.
he just finds
That's fair.
bodies nearby and he raises them up.
That's fair. Okay, we'll go to Durlag. He's a archmage from the realm of light. And,
Oh, life, you mean?
No, light.
Oh, I was looking at this guy.
We went to him first.
We went to him first?
No, we went to him first.
Oh, I was looking at that guy when you were talking about him.
No,
Sorry.
that's Yeslik.
So that's Yeslik
Yeah,
from the
he's
realm of
the
life.
life.
Life mage. I thought you said light mage.
Oh, I mumbled.
So he's the one that didn't have any memory.
He has no memory.
So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, he's also really old, so maybe that's just contributing to that.
Where were we?
Light guy.
Light guy, Durlag. He's an archmage from the realm of light. He's here because his brother said, "Hey, we gotta go do something." I guess that's his brother now, Zar, the shadow mage. And
Wow, he has
he's
a
here,
brother?
And they're twins.
They're actually twins.
Tyrion and Teclis, right? But they're not.
They just don't get along.
Probably not.
Yeah, light and shadow. I think
Yeah.
that's Yeah.
But he's from the realm of shadow. I don't know how they're born in a different realm. That's weird.
Well, maybe
My story's
he was
falling
the realm of shadow merely adopted him.
Oh, yes. I knew that. Of course.
You think you're from it, though. You really adopted
He is here because
his brother.
his brother told him to come here.
Well, he sticks with his brother. As much as they always squabble, they have disagreements, and their magic often cancels each other out.
Yes.
And he has a constant vendetta to prove himself because he was born a minute later.
Yeah, so he's the younger brother.
Yeah, he's the younger brother, and what's his face again?
Durlag.
Durlag never lets him forget that.
Okay.
He's like, well, of course you're not as good as me because you're the younger brother.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's actually what happened.
Yeah. And then finally,
There's an Ogre here who was got to do a drinking contest with the necromancer, and he lost.
Yeah.
Because he was cheating. So he's like, I gotta come. I'll bring some ogres with me.
what's his name?
Droth.
Droth.
Droth
The ogre.
Droth the
Ogre. Ogre Droth.
Droth the ogre mage.
Droth the ogre mage. I feel like there's a song coming on here. And so this is our motley crew. We got the twins. We got the life and death guy. Probably don't get along very much, but he kind of shows up and he's like, "Oh, he has to join our group too." So this is a real first interaction together as they go underground.
They were actually brothers, but one went away
Oh.
to death, one went to life.
Oh, they're brothers too.
Yeah, they were brothers.
Jeez, it's all about family.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, so they are brothers. You're gonna stick with that?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
Even- the one guy doesn't remember that though.
He doesn't.
And the necromancer doesn't remind him because he doesn't want him
doesn't like him.
He doesn't like him.
Life.
Yeah, he's like. And so the necromancer will raise the skeletons. The Ogre brings along his drinking buddies, and the realm of life guy actually is the one. These guys just keep following him around. He can't remember why.
Yeah.
But every once in a while they ask for money, and he just reluctantly gives it to them. So he's not sure if they're scamming him. But they're willing to follow him into battle. So
They keep calling him sir. Maybe he's an old general.
maybe they actually worked for him once.
Never know.
We'll never know. And that is your group. Welcome to the Catacombs, where Steve's warband of wizards is going to be hunting the Baneblades. So this is, remember, the city is built on the city several times, so that's why you see some weird stuff. It's still being used for some storage, but as of late, nobody wants to come down here because they get cut from the Baneblades. And so you're coming down here, you don't know where it's going to be, you're going to be hunting it. A bit of this terrain, the table mat, the game mat, and all the walls are actually from Urban Mats. Just want to point that out. So it's really cool that they sent us this stuff. And this, I think, the first time that we're using it in a battle report. And because dungeon tiles are really cool for this kind of small scale stuff. And then this is the Goblin Town stuff from Games Workshop. We've got some Tabletop World, scenery on here, and some various others that we've had forever, so I don't remember where they're from, and I really apologize for that. But yeah, so your mission will be hunt for the endless spell and dispel said endless spell. Now we do have a rule for any of the what I call boss endless spells. You can't just dispel them like normal because that would be too easy. Instead, they have a number of wounds equal to their casting value. So the more powerful ones obviously have more wounds. And you still roll the dispel it just like you would any other time, but only one wizard gets to try to dispel it per turn. And it still takes up his spell slot and all of that. If he successfully rolls a dispel, which is rolling higher than their casting value, then it takes D3 of its wounds off. It's the only way. That's the only way you can allocate wounds to it. It doesn't take mortal wounds. It doesn't have a save or anything else like that. It's just you have to dispel it a number of times. So it'll always take more than one turn. And the ones that are like casting value 7 or 8 could be impossible if you don't roll well enough to get them.
That's true.
So, well, heck, even the ones that, if any of them are impossible if you don't roll well enough. But that's just dice. So we'll see how that works out for our first one as you hunt for the Baneblades, the Quicksilver Swords is what they actually are, and come across whatever else is creeping down here underground. Let's get deployed. You are deployed and ready to go. Nothing else is on the table that you can see. So this is not going to be a set number of turns. Your objective is to dispel the Baneblades.
I can do this.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll kind of see what happens. So this is going to play more like, in a lot of the missions, it's going to play a lot like a role-playing game where, you're just kind of thrown into a scenario, you got to figure it out. It's not going to have all these perfectly predefined objectives. Some of the missions will, of course, but a lot of them will be more like this. So you're going to get automatic first turn. We don't have to roll for it because you finished deploying first.
Nice.
What? I didn't deploy anything. So you didn't see how many I was deploying.
True.
So the fact that you finished first tells
You deployed the train.
that I have more units than this, I guess. Or maybe not. I have to go in and find out. Hero phase!
Alright, I want to start off with Yes Lick. He's going to cast a Life Surge onto his, well, I called him the Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fist?
Yeah.
Even though they're life?
Yeah, well,
They call themselves the
they
Flaming
call
Fist.
themselves the Flaming Fist.
Yeah.
Life Surge will be on a 5.
You get it?
And it will heal them, but there ain't no dead models. Actually, no wounded models, but they also ignore damage on 6+ now. Durlag is going to cast Elemental Shield, so everybody within 18 of him will, whoops, crush from wall, will ignore damage on 6+ as well.
And he gets it.
And Kangash can cast Van Hell's Dodge Macabre on the skeletons.
So they can pile in and fight twice.
Yes, looking for a 6.
He gets it too. So they can pile in and fight twice. He'd be chosen to pile in and fight twice.
Jiroth is going to cast Cascading Flare Cloak on himself. It is the 6 to cast.
Jeez. All right.
Alright.
Double 6. Everybody's casted today.
And then finally, we're going to have Zar cast Mystic Shield, and we're going to put it on...
I'll roll it first, and then you can decide.
That's fair.
You got it?
Let's put it on the Ogres.
Ogres have Mystic Shield. Movement phase.
I would like to have my Halberdiers here, my guard, go through this door.
Okay, so they test it, and it does open freely. And it is now open. They move up.
See the back edge I get here. Oh,
Oh, you dropped it on
everybody dies.
them. And they're all dead. And the walls come crumbling down. Twist. And as they come up, they can see through that door. I see a little group of Skaven clan rats. Yes, yes, humans. They see us. Must flee talk.
He just is going to keep up. And we're going to run some skeletons.
2
They're
inches.
so slow.
What are their base? 4?
4.
Okay, so for the most part, we can ignore crates until it really matters, just so you know. I don't mind if you just move them over them, and not a big deal right now. Whatever becomes
right
like really
now.
important, then we'll measure more.
Again, Gax is going to keep up.
Just with a walk.
And then have the Ogres, or Ogres, try to go through this door.
Okay, it actually is locked, but Ogre out front just leans into it and it just crushes down. It makes a loud crashing noise as he does it, but he just seems to walk through it without noticing.
Is there anything over here? Do you see anything?
So well, you'll see in a moment if there is anything over there.
Let's see how far you can go.
And they spot a group of Skaven clan rats as well, all scurrying about. They look like they're searching stuff, like they're opening crates, they're digging holes, and they're just looking places until they notice you. And then they look a little frightened as the ogres come around the corner.
Jiroth is going to run to keep up.
Just kind of squishes through the door.
You roll through.
Barely makes it.
He dove and slid.
He goes, yeah,
He
dove
greases
and
himself
slid.
up.
All right. That's a great thing for you to do before you cast a fire spell on yourself. Woof.
That's not smart. You're not smart. You're going to have Durlag and Zar keep up this way.
No shooting, so straight to the charge phase. Do the ogres want to try a charge against the clan rats?
I will try the Ogres for sure.
It's a 9-inch charge they require, and they fail it.
Negative.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you do have a command point. You don't have any to start, but your hero phase you do gain 1. And
It's
so you
not worth it on that.
you don't want to do a reroll charge?
No.
Okay. On to the Skaven turn. On the Skaven's turn, the small group of Skavens. Yes, yes, must kill. Must stab, kill. Moves towards the fire guys. What's their names again?
The Flaming Fist.
The Flaming Fists of Halberds.
They are the Flaming Fist.
They are the Flaming Fists of Halberds. These ones, however, are spooked, so they head this way. And get spooked a second time as they run over here and notice a big wall of skeletons. And these ones will attempt to charge. 7 inches. No, I'll check it. Just out of range. They need an 8 to get that charge. These Skaven, you know what? Part of me wants them to... I'm going to do a quick bravery check for them. And if they make their bravery check, they'll charge. So their bravery... basically, to make a bravery check, I have to roll equal to or under their bravery. So they're bravery 4. Yeah, they somehow summon enough courage to charge a bunch of undead guys that they did not notice were there a moment ago. And whoa, boy are they brave! 12 inches. They crash into them. Something else just seems to be worrying them more than running into a bunch of undead minions. As much as they look vicious as ever, They do. You can see the looks on their faces are surprise and concern. Okay, and then they will fight. And these ones are armed with more, not spears and spears. We're going to treat them as just rusty blades. So hitting on 4s. And 4s to wound. Yeah, 1 wound. No rend, so you actually get a +1 for your shield, so it becomes a 5-up save.
So I fail, but I have elemental shield up.
So 6 up.
Friendly models? No.
And then you are... No, they don't have... The other one was his on them. They have the 6 up twice.
Actually, Deathless Minion.
Well, it's not a... That's an allegiance ability.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so he doesn't have that. He'll get to resurrect him as a necromancer, but he does not have... You don't have the deathless or the death allegiance ability.
This guy fell over.
Crumbles down. Killed one of them. Watch out.
Yeah.
And they'll pile in and fight back. Just swords, right?
We're just...
So you got 9 attacks with them.
10 is the champion.
There's a champion, and then they're normally hitting on
4s, but 3s because there's a hero nearby.
a death hero. Whoa, jeez.
Oh, wow.
All but 1. And wounding on
4s.
Yes.
Ooh.
That's 4 wounds. Normally I have a 6-up save, and my shield gives me a +1 against anything with damage 1, so 5-up. I made 1 of them. 3 Skaven die. Now, Battle Shock, you're bravery 10,
I
right?
need to fight again.
Oh, right. They get to... The Dance Macabre lets them fight again. So I just lose 3, right? 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna pile in again, actually?
Yes, you actually get to choose them and pile in and fight again a second time. Which is really powerful if it mattered in bigger games, right? Hitting on 3s. And 4s to wound. 4 more wounds. 5-up save. I make none of them. So 7 die in total. You 4. Which means I'm going to lose 3 plus d6 more to Battle Shock. Well, there's only 3 left. So bravery 4, and I lost 7 guys. And your Battle Shock, you've got 1 loss, but your bravery 10, so you don't care. And my Battle Shock was already done. And that's the end of round 1. Hey, don't put him back yet. We're going to roll for who goes next.
Oh, that's right. What am I thinking?
We're playing Age of Sigmar, man. I'm 40k.
I forgot.
Jeez. Roll off for who goes first. You roll first. You rolled a 2. You win ties, though, because you went first last time. 2. Look at that. You won the tie. Who's going first, you or me?
I'm taking it.
Take it? Okay.
I want Matthew to go.
You want me to have a double turn already?
I do.
Man, that's super powered.
There's nothing on the table. Either you're going to bring stuff on or you're not. And I took out one of your turns if you know.
Right. Okay. Then I will go.
You hear drums in the deep. Doom, 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 doom.
Who's playing the drums?
And you can hear the squeaks of millions of rats.
Millions?
I don't know. You can't. How could you differentiate if it was 1,000 or 1,000,000?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So you think it's millions?
Okay.
It sounds like millions of rats.
We're going home, boys.
Coming from all directions. And in the hero phase, a bunch more show up. We got like the globe throwers.
Globetrotters.
The globetrotters. And we got an engineer who's hissing forward and he's bellowing orders to all the other clan rats around him. He is Morlock the Insane. Yes. And we've got some of our snipers over here, the Jezzails. Just Jezzails. Got it. So they've all shown up for the fight. The engineer is both excited to see you and annoyed by you as well. So they are coming forward for your souls. Not really, they just want to kill you. Scram! These guys all of a sudden seem a little braver, hearing the orders bellowed from their engineer. And I know he can cast spells, but not in the turn that he showed up there. That was end of hero phase. They all showed up. Scraw. The Warplock Jezzails unleashed their warp fire onto your halberdiers. They hit on 4s, but if they roll 6s, they do 2 mortal wounds.
They just fire pieces of warp stone.
Is that what they actually fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shave them into bullets.
No wonder they hurt.
Yeah.
4s to hit. No 6s, and they count as moving, so they don't get to reroll 1s. 3s to wound. These are -2 rend, 2 damage apiece. So they could have done a lot. That's a wound. That totally ignores their armor.
Yep.
So they ignore, thanks to the 1 life spell, they ignore wounds on a 6+. Nope. And thanks to his aura, they ignore wounds on a 6+, and they do stack.
Oh.
Nope. So 2 of them just die. Blam! Little shards of warpstone just crash into them. These guys are 9-inch range, they're out of range. The Night Runners are 12-inch range, they're out of range. So that's all my shooting. Let's go to charges. Well, charge, singular. 8, they're in. And they start to surround your halberdiers. That's my only charge, so they're just going to all fight. And they all have spears, so they suck. 5s to hit. Yeah, 2 hits. Wow, that would suck even on 4s. 2 wounds. At least they both panned out to wounds. What's your save?
It is 5 up.
Oh, okay. So they didn't care.
That's pretty good.
You got your halberds.
Yep.
Let's try to kill a few Skaven.
We're hitting back on 4s with halberds. Not that well.
Oh, okay, we both suck apparently.
And 4s. There is a rend.
2 wounds, rend, 1?
Yeah.
Okay, but they are 1 damage.
They're 1 damage.
So I get my +1 for my shields and back to 6 up. Nope, I can't make 6 ups. So 2 of them die. You don't get to fight again. That's just your skeletons. Yeah. So we're to the battle shock phase. We both lost 2. What's your bravery? You are bravery 5 and you lost 2 guys. Did you want to spend one of your 1 command points to inspiring presence them?
No.
No? Okay, so you lost 2, your bravery's 5. So if you roll 4 or higher, you just lost 2 guys. 2 of them run away. This is why I don't remember them. Bunch of cowards. I lost 2 of my Skaven clan rats. They are bravery 4. So, yeah, 2 more runners up. Like, they're running. What are they running from? Run. Yes. Into your hero phase. You're up to 2 command points now. All your spells they dissipate.
You're gonna heal a skeleton.
So the necromancer chooses a summonable unit within X number of inches, and they
18
like 18
probably,
probably, or 12,
Yeah.
and they get to bring back D3 of their. Well, they heal D3 wounds worth of models of guys, and so that's 1 skeleton that lost earlier.
We're gonna do elemental shield first. Nailed it.
I might try to unbind that. Yes. Unbind, destroy. No. Fail yes.
Then I'm gonna go with Van Hales.
To do what?
Skeletons.
The Dancing Macabre?
Yep.
What did he need for it? Is it a 5 or a 6?
I'm not sure. It's a 6 to cast.
He needed 6, he only got a 5, so he failed to cast it.
I'm gonna put Mystic. Oh no, I'm not.
Because he has the Mystifying Miasma from the Battle Mage War Scroll,
Yeah.
which is an 18-inch -1 to hit on an enemy unit.
I think we're gonna be putting. We're gonna put that on to these rats over here.
Just make sure they don't kill anymore.
3, 6. Now we're gonna put it on those
There's
rats.
7 rats there. Rats out front?
Yeah,
Okay, gotta get it first though. I think you need a 6.
actually do.
Okay, you're good.
Over here, we're gonna have Yeslik, a Life Surge himself. Actually,
Just himself, to give himself the 6 up ignoring wounds. What does he need for it?
5 or 6. But
Oh! You got 4, he failed 2.
And finally, Cascading Fire Cloak. That's also a fail.
Oh, jeez! Moving phase!
We're gonna move ogres.
Move the ogres up. It's all ogre now.
It's gonna be overwhelming in a minute.
Oh, great. I'm looking forward to every time that you say something like that. Maybe we should just kill them off early.
Man, we
There is just so everybody knows, there is a death chart, and his wizards can die permanently if they're removed from the game. Like if they die in the game, they don't necessarily die. They have to roll on a injury chart, which could kill them. Just gonna keep these wizards with them.
You better stay
Keep them in
over
lookout sir range.
Yes, about here-ish. He's actually in the doorway. Maybe 3 inches away from you.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
We're gonna have Yeslik charge. He's a brave man.
Anything but double 1. 6, he's in.
It's time for an ogre charge.
Ogres! Oh, I don't think they're overwhelming
And
now.
that'd be command pointing.
You want to? Okay, you have 2 command points. You're gonna use one of those to re-roll the charge. 9 is definitely in. 9 is definitely in. It's all ogre now.
For these guys, anyway.
Yes. Charges are all ogre. So which one would you like to do?
We're gonna start off with the halberdiers way over there.
See if you can kill some. You're not worried about your ogres?
No, the ogres will be fine.
They'll be fine. Watch me kill one just right out.
Oh. Only.
You got 6 guys there.
Do I have 6 guys there?
Yeah, is
No.
there a champion not there?
Yeah, he's there. I see him.
Okay.
So 7 attacks.
Hit on 4s. Ooh.
Better.
Wounding on.
4s.
And these are all -1.
They are.
So I got a 6 up because I got my shields. Nope, 4 die. Oh boy. Actually, I don't know what they're more drawn to, killing your wizard or killing the halberdiers. So I'm going to draw these 4. Oop, that's your guy.
Okay.
Those 4. So there's 2 left. These 2 will strike back at, what's his name?
Yeslik.
Yeslik, the old guy. Hitting him on 5s because he didn't get the 1 spell off to make the -1. All right, we're done. And then your ogres against my globadiers. The ogres hit on 4s.
9 attacks.
Oh. Well, they do 2 damage each, so I can still kill them all.
That's true.
So then there's 3s to wound.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Do they have a rend?
No.
So I get a 6-up save, otherwise it's 2 damage. Not saved. So these two get punched through. And then they'll pile in and fight back. And they just hit on 5s, wound on 5s. No. And now Yazir.
Yes-lick.
Yes-lick. Yazir. Hits on a 4 with a staff. Oh, 3s to wound.
There's a rend.
And there's a rend, and it's D3 damage, so I don't get my shields. Because the shields are only against damage 1, so you automatically get through and kill D3 of them. Look at him go! Booyah! Killing clan rats like they're nothing.
Like they're nothing.
Like they're nothing. And these acolytes, that's what they're actually called. Last 2 guys, bravery 4. And I roll a 6, so the rest of them scurry away. As all this fighting is going on, this statue begins to glow.
Oh, crud.
Oh, crud. What are you worried about?
Oh.
And one thing happens. As it glows, all of a sudden, his arms part. And he's holding this globe in his hand, a sphere in his hand. It's actually about this big. If I were to show it to you in real life, it'd be about this big. And it glows a bright light. You can feel like winds of magic kind of pull in. All of your spells are all of a sudden just sucked into it. And they lose, like they're instantly debuffed.
You just play a null stone?
A what?
A null stone?
No, it's not a null stone. But any spells that you have currently on anything right now are removed. And it goes into it. You see it all pull into it. It glows for a second, and then it just kunk kunk lands on the ground, and just goes dull again. I'm going to use this bead to represent it because it's kind of close to the color that you can tell it is from this distance. But it doesn't look like it's one color. From the distance, you can see it swirling. There's more than one color, even though it's dull now.
Okay.
So, yeah. Now for round 3, we're gonna roll off to see who gets to go first. 6. You let me go first.
I'm not gonna go first.
No, because you let me go first.
Oh, that's right.
So if I roll a 6, then I win the tie. 3. So you get to choose who goes first, you or me.
I think I have to now. Yeah, I have to.
Okay. As you prepare to move, all of a sudden you feel this waft of metal magic heading towards you. And all of a sudden, piercing right through the wall, boom! The Baneblades have arrived. So they end their move right there. They choose a unit within 6 inches. We'll do the skeletons. Because we're in the realm of metal, we get to roll 15 dice instead of 12, and every 6 plus, we'll do a mortal wound. 15 dice, every 6 is a mortal wound, which you don't ignore right now, because your spells were debuffed. 2 mortal wounds, not bad. 2 skeletons just instantly destroyed from the nearby metal magic. Beginning your hero phase.
We're gonna try to dispel. We're gonna start off with Zar over there.
So only one will get to try to dispel. Yeah, and normally each wizard could try to dispel, but he's a special one. So he can only be attempted to be dispelled once per turn. So your Shadow Mage is going to do it. So the casting value for that is 6. You got to roll 7 or higher, which you do, just barely. And unlike regular endless spells, you actually have to do a number of damage equal to its casting value, which is 6. And you do D3 damage every time you dispel it. 1, so it's down to 5. But you do get some experience for that guy who just dispelled.
We're going to quickly get some spells out of the way. We're going to do Fire, Cascading Fire Cloak successfully. We'll do Life Surge on the Halberdiers.
You get the 6 up ignored. They're good. I'm not going to try to unbind ones that you roll so high on.
Van Hales on the Skeletons.
Dancing Macabre. 8 is good. I'm going to try to unbind it with a 9. I do not.
And then...
You got him.
Successfully. And the Skeletons, they are actually going to run.
Oh, they're going to run.
Yeah.
Not charge. 5.
I think that is enough. What I want to do is I just want to make a wall.
Get in defensive positions.
Yeah.
Oh, we've forgotten the hero phase to resurrect D3 of them.
All right.
So just roll that D3 right there. You lost 2 and you got them back.
Hey.
So that was awesome.
We're going to keep them like this. Brave Kangak's going to go figure out what this thing is.
So he picks it up and he looks at it. As he stares into it, he can see various images swirling in it. He's not quite sure what they are yet. In the few seconds that we have in a round, it's not enough for us to discern anything about it yet. But he starts to look at it. He can feel magic galore from inside of it.
I'm going to put it in this pocket then.
So, does he have a pocket big enough to hold something that big?
Yep. Part of his backstory.
It's part of his backstory.
It's also
Turns out that the orb that he's holding now is the orb that he just picked up.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go. We'll just repaint that to be it.
Ogres are going to run.
That's cocked. 6.
Okay.
Jeez, where do they want to go? They coming back to the main chamber as well, or are they going to wrap around?
No, we're coming back because this is why we're here, right?
You're not there to go off on your own. You're there to protect.
Here. So that means they're going to be able to train this way. Droth will also run. Not
2.
that far. Getting back over. Yes, looks going to run next. Plenty to go to here. Yes, they're going to run. Oh, there's 2. Huzzah. We're just going to move closer to units.
To get your lookout, sirs.
That's all we can do.
No shooting or charging?
Nope.
On to my hero phase then. The engineer, Morlock the Insane, is now very perturbed, and he orders all his minions to move forward to grab the sphere thing.
Sure thing.
Yes, move, grab, sphere thing.
Sure thing.
You see him turn some gears in his warp power accumulator, and he supercharges a spell that he's about to do, Warp Lightning. And so since he's supercharged, it does D6 mortal wounds instead of D3.
All we have to do.
But if he fails to cast it, not if it's unbound, but if he fails to cast it, then it actually does D6 mortal wounds to himself instead.
That's going to blow up.
He's targeting, actually, let's see if I can see him. I'm going to want to target your necromancer. Nope. All right, so he's just going to target the skeletons. Need a 5. Oh yeah, I failed!
What?
Woo! First spell. D6 mortal wounds to himself, just 1.
Okay.
So he's good. All right, boom! It just kind of backfires. And I can smell burnt rat hair. That's really gross. These clan rats will move forward. Getting ready.
3 inches.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm just moving them. There we go. And the Night Runners are just going to make sure they all have as much line of sight as they can, so they can hurl their little knives and other little bits of stuff, of metal that they're holding in their hands. Morlock the Insane, skitter moves forward. I'll run these clan rats, 2 inches. They disappear around this door. My Warp Block Jazales didn't move, so they get to reroll 1s to hit. We're shooting at the skeletons, hitting on 4s. Oh! 4 mortal wounds. No.
That's it?
I'll double check. So, and then it's 3s to wound. Okay, so, and it's a -2 rend, so they're not getting any saves, so that is 6 damage in total. You got your elemental shield on though, so they ignore them on 6s. Oh! Of course!
We'll just take 3.
Oh, trying to knock these guys back. Get to your necromancer. Night Runners will hurl all their little bits of metal at them. Throwing stars and slings, hit on 4s. Ugh, 3 hits. Okay. And wound on 5s. Yeah, 0 wounds. And the clan rats charge 6 inches. They're gonna skitter around this way. Skitter flurry. Skitter charge. That's what we call it. Night Runners will attempt to charge, and they make it 10 inches. I'm gonna bring them right in there. Blam. We'll only get a few of them in, but at least there's more bodies to fight. Now your halberdiers have a special rule. What does it do? Counter charge?
So as long as after you're done charging, as long as no within 3 of them, they can counter charge on 1 die. So you need 6 to catch up there.
Yeah, because I'm 7 inches away. No. We'll have the clan rats fight first. This one will pile in, staying in base with the one that was already in base. So we got to keep that inch. Get as many in as we can. 9 of them attacking, hitting on 4s. Okay, that's better. Oh,
Okay.
come on! There's no rends, you get a 5 up. Okay, 1 dies, but you 6 up to ignore it because of elemental shield. 1 more dies. That's right, I killed 3 of them now. 4 in the same round though. So now they almost have to take a bravery or battle shock test. Now your skeletons can fight back.
Yeah, I'm gonna put as many attacks as I can into the Night Runners.
Okay, that'll be 3 of them then. Actually, this guy could pile in and be the 4th. Oh, well, no, he was closer to that guy.
Closer, yeah.
So you got 3 guys and 3. So 3 and 3. So 4 attacks into the Night Runners because the champion's there. You're hitting on 4s.
No, on 3s.
On 3s because you have the hero nearby.
And then 4th wound.
1 wound, and they get a... There's no rend, so 5 up save. Their shields, not saved. Sorry, Night Runners just have a 6 up save, so they failed it anyways.
On 3s. And 4s.
Oh, one more wound. They do have a 5-up, which they make. You killed one. And now the Night Runners will fight. Only 4 of them are in range. Looking at 4s and 4s. 2 hits. No wounds. And your skeletons can fight again thanks to Dance Macabre. Macabre. Same thing?
Yeah, same thing. So Night Runners on 3s and 4s.
6-up save. Got one more of them. Nope.
Clan Rats on 3s.
Oh.
Ooh. And 4s.
One more of them. 5-up. Yep. Well, that was a stalemate if I've never seen one.
My Necromancer's in range.
That's true, and he does have a 2-inch reach.
Yep. So on the Night Runners.
Nope, on a 4. Battle Shock, I lost 2 Night Runners. Actually, I should check their bravery. Everybody's bravery 4. So we could lose some more if I roll high enough. 5, yep, I lose 3 of them. Oh, jeez. My guys are just skittering away. They're not going to stick around. And I lost 1 Clan Rat, bravery 4. Rolled a 2, so we're fine there. You did lose 4 skeletons, but with bravery 10, they can't possibly fail that Battle Shock test. That's the end of that battle round. So you got to roll to see who gets to go first in the next one. You went first last time, so you win on ties. Otherwise, I get to go and whiff.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm going first, which means you get to move the Baneblades. They move up to 8 inches and can fly. After they finish move, you choose any unit within 6 inches, roll 15 dice, every 6 plus is a mortal wound. Hey!
Let's take it
Stay away!
This way.
Hey! No!
Keep him
Ouch, hurt!
in line of sight.
Okay, so you're gonna choose him?
Yeah.
And you're hitting on... Now he is chaos.
This was 5s.
So it actually does it on 5s instead of 6s. Ouch! He's dead!
Yep, he's dead.
So it slices back and forth all over him and he just falls in pieces. No! Sharp hurt! Yeah, it's my turn now. So movement phase, nothing. And the shooting phase, still can't see anything but the skeletons, so I'm gonna fire at the skeletons, try to clear them out. Hitting on 4s. There's a 6 again. 3s to wound. Okay, so we got 4 wounds in total.
Oh, 6s.
Oh, you and your spiking 6s!
I don't know.
You lose 2 more.
Actually, I think I can mess you up more by taking this guy.
Be careful of your coherency.
And then that guy.
There you go. And then my 5 remaining Night Runners will throw their throwing stars and stuff at you. 4s. And 5s. Got 1 wound.
5 up.
And a 6 to ignore it. No, you lose 1 more skeleton. Which one are you going to lose?
This guy.
Combat phase. We're going to do the Clan Rats first. This one's going to pile in over the way over here. Oops, let's not move you around too much. This one will pile into here. We're coming on in. Can't get away from us. 9 attacks on your skeletons, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Oh, there we go. 3 wounds. Take that. 5-up armor. Oh, come on, man. And a 6-up to ignore the one that got through. All right, I killed one. Yay. Which one? Musician, Standard Bearer. Doesn't the Standard Bearer give me -1 bravery? Have we been forgetting that this whole time?
Is that thing? I didn't even look. No,
Yeah.
doesn't that make... No, usually if you charge 6.
Oh, yeah, your banner is that you charge minimum 6. That's your musician. I believe your banner actually gives me -1 bravery this whole time.
It does.
Okay.
Right. Oh, well.
Oh, we'll remember that from now on. So you lose 1 guy.
We're killing the champion because I want to pull you this way.
So you get to choose a unit. I think you have both your mages there in range plus your skeletons.
Skeletons.
Into?
Oh, they're going to split. They
Okay.
have no choice.
That's true.
Oh, Night Runner on 3 and 4.
Nope.
And then the Clan Rats, 3. No.
Night Runners will pile in and get all 5 of them in. 4s and 4s. 3 hits. Hey, that's above average. That's better than I've been doing. 1 wound. Come on, man. 5 up, 6 up. You saved it.
They're going to go again.
Now this one could choose to go both into Night
I'm
Runners.
actually going to do that.
You want both the Night Runners?
Yeah, I don't want to hurt the Clan Rats yet.
3s and 4s. So 1 wound with a no Ren, so a 6 up. 1 dice. And then you got your Necromancer who can fight.
Yeah, Kenny asking to swap him with his scythe.
They're Night Runners.
Yep.
It's on a 4.
4s, 3s.
Oh.
Durlag's going to do it with a glow stick.
You want to stay 2 inches away?
I do want to stay 2 inches away.
4s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed. Total losses. 1 Clan Rat and a couple skeletons, but you're Bravery 10. Clan Rats are now Bravery 3 because of the banner. Lost 1, and I rolled 2, so I'm actually good. On to your turn.
Yes.
And your hero phase.
Durlag and try to dispel.
Okay, so Durlag needs to roll 7 or higher. He does it. D3 wounds, that's 2. It's down to 3, and he gets an experience point for that.
Yes, let's put Life Surge onto the Ogres.
Yes.
And we're going to Cascading Fire Cloak.
Yes.
And we're going to put -1 to hit on the big unit of the Clan Rats.
Boo. And then your vampire, or your necromancer.
We're going to do...
Unfortunately, I don't think he can bring back any skeletons because
No.
there's nowhere to put them in coherency.
There was this... Yeah, so on the Ogres, Mystic Shield. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, yeah, Mystic Shield.
No.
No.
Movement.
We're just going to...
Retreat.
Yep, falling back. We're bringing back Yeslik as well. He's actually going to run into it because you can do that in this game.
4.
I like it.
Let's get out of the way.
Actually, he's not going to go that far. Because the skeletons are going to run and retreat as well. Oh, there we go. Oh,
They're trying to make space for somebody else.
I can't. So
No, yeah, he's stuck right there. Yeah, they can't retreat.
Alright, so he will go here. We're bringing him back. We're bringing them forward. Actually, they're gonna run.
They don't want to charge?
No, what I want to do is I want to make it
Stay 3
hard
inches
for.
away, remember.
Oh yeah.
Hard for me to get to your
I want
heroes.
to make it hard for something to fly this way and kill my heroes. We gotta stay closer than that.
Yeah, inch coherency, man.
And you gotta keep them together. As we, oh,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
and Droth is brave. Actually,
Can get close enough to do his fire breath.
Exactly.
6-inch range. Oh yeah, you're good.
Nice. Shooting phase on a 4+ is a fire breath.
Who's going to put him to the clan rats?
Yeah, the only one in range. D3 mortal wounds.
Just does D3 mortal wounds, just like that.
4 to hit and then D3 mortal wounds. 2.
Whoosh! 2 of them die. Charging!
Ogres!
Anything but double 1. Ooh, saw the 1 first.
That was not a fantastic charge.
That's still good enough to get him in.
Actually, we're gonna send them this way.
And these guys ran to get there, so that's your only charge. So who is going to fight first?
Ogres.
Yeah. All into the clan rats?
No, we got 1 into the
Night Runner?
Yeah.
And then the other 2 into clan rats. Into the Night
And the
Runner?
Night Runners. So 4s, 3s,
And the rend is?
none.
There's no rend.
No
So
rend.
I get my 6 up. Oh, I stopped one, so that's 2 damage. You chop down 2 of them. And into the clan rats.
4s and 3s. No rend.
And they'll have a 5 up then. No, they're 2 damage.
Yeah.
So they don't get the +1. So 6 up. So that's 6 more. Now there are 1. Well, there is 1. 2 Night Runners into the skeletons. We're killing the skeletons. Hitting on 4s. Nope, we're not killing them. 4s to wound. Nope, we're not killing them.
Alright, the skeletons will go into the Night Runners.
Well,
Because we're
is it
close
12 inches
enough.
or 6
It's
inches?
18.
Oh, okay, you're good.
And 4s, nothing.
That's nothing. 1 clan rat into your skeletons. Nothing. Your skeletons still have the dance. Oh no, they didn't put the dance macabre on them, so they don't get to fight twice. So battle shock. So battle shock for the Night Runners right there. They lost 2 guys and their bravery 3 thanks to your banner, and the rest of them run. And the clan rat is bravery 3. He lost 6 guys, so he's automatically running. So you've destroyed everybody right around you. So you cut down the last of the clan rats, and the engineer over there is still twitching from all the cuts from the Quicksilver swords, from the Baneblades. You can hear the sounds of even more Skaven gnawing, clawing, biting, scraping their way. You can hear them underneath you. You can hear them all around you, and even behind you. Bum, 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 bum. That's the drum beat they're doing.
Oh, we have to roll to that, I think.
Yeah, and there's a bunch that all of a sudden start coming up through this sewer grate right here.
Oh.
Just squeaking out. Just, there's a mass of clan rats everywhere with one of our big warp fire cannons rolling in. You can see it humming up. Shooting phase, they're going to try to finish off those 2 skeletons.
Not anymore, you're done.
4s to hit, all hit. 3s to wound. That's 6 wounds. You don't have elemental shield on, so they don't even get. You have to roll 5 out of 6 6s to keep one of them alive.
Not a problem.
So there's blam! They finally just get destroyed, blasted apart by the little shards of warpstone. see a huge arc of lightning comes over at the ogres. Now the way this thing works is we roll a single die. We want to roll low on this. And I roll a 3, not bad. And I roll 6 dice. And every one that's equal to or greater than that first roll is a mortal wound. So we're looking at 3 pluses. I got half of them. So 3 mortal wounds. That kills an ogre.
No.
It's alright, they're actually 4 wounds each. So blam! Lightning just tears right into him. Just a huge burn mark right up his side.
He'll be fine, he's an ogre.
He's an ogre. He still felt it though. Charging, this big unit of 20 is charging. And they rolled a 9. Skitter, skitter.
Can't hurt me.
No? Why not?
Warrior mages.
Is your plot armor?
Battle mages.
Battle mages. Battle mages, unite! Oh no, we're hurting you. We're coming at you. And there's 20 of them, so they get +1 of their wound rolls. So watch out. They are 4s and 3s now, with no rend. If there was 30 of them, they'd be 3s and 3s, but there's not. This big group is going to charge and fail, 5 inches. Nobody else is in range, so this big unit...
I'm going to countercharge.
Oh, you're going to countercharge, that's right. 5, they're in. They're in. You shall not harm my master. Is that what you want to do? Something like this?
Yeah. Get as many as I possibly can.
There you go. Now I'll choose them. Okay, so... Well, that'll give me more... Oh, then the fire... That's going to bring the... You know what? Who cares? We'll bring the fire belly into this. It's all about doing a lot of damage this turn. And you're going to be taking lots of shooting wounds every turn that you are here. Skitter, skitter. Let's get at her. So they are drawn to the power of that sphere thing. So as many of us can fight your necromancer will, which looks like there is 6 of them. Hitting on 4s. Oh, 4 hits. Winning on 3s now because there's at least 20 of them. 3 wounds. 6 up save, which you fail all 3 of. Knocks him down to 2 wounds. And then we have 4 guys against your light mage. Again.
Durlag.
4s to hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounds on Durlag. He also has a 6 up save, which he fails. So he's down to 3 wounds. Then we got 2 of them onto your Shadow Mage. 4s to hit, 3s to wound. That's another wound.
Should you go back a step?
What's wrong?
They had a life surge on them.
Oh, so they ignore wounds on a 6+?
Only the backs.
You get 1 back. And then we're down to 4 on him. And then the last 3 we're going to put into your Halberdiers, because they look like they could hurt me. 4s to hit, 3s to wound. 1 wound, no rend.
6 up. Oh, here's 5 up, sorry.
Well, we failed. They can all fight. Well, because they're chained like this, so you'd have to... How do you want to kill one? Just him back here?
That's a rough spot. I'm going to take the champion.
Okay, that way you can wrap around this way.
Yeah. Ogre's going to go ahead.
What's his name?
That's Durloth.
Durloth comes in.
He's got 2 attacks sitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s with a rend.
Of?
1.
And damage of?
D3.
Okay, so I don't get a save then. D3 die. 3 of them. Jeez Louise. I'm going to pull them from over here. Who's next?
We're going to have Yeslik go.
On the fight. I know it'll matter. It'll change where they are positioned a little bit, but who cares? They all hit on 4s.
Yep.
They all wound on 3s. They all do -1 rend, so they ignore my 6+, and they all do D3 damage. So between all of them, you killed 3 clan rats. That's so sad. So I'll kill close to the halberds. So your halberds are within 3 inches, so they can still pile in again. They're 2-inch reach, I'm
I
guessing.
don't think they are. They should be.
Well, if they're hitting on 4s, that's what was surprising me. You said that they hit on 4s.
They have a rend. It's 1 attack. Yeah, it's 1 inch range.
Okay, so that's because normally it would be 5s to hit if they were actual spears.
3?
So 3 of them are in range then.
4s and 4s with a rend.
Nothing. End of the combat phase. Your cascading fire cloak does D3 damage, D3 mortal wounds on them on a 4+. No. Now I'm within 6 inches of your bellower, who gives me -1 to bravery. So I'm bravery 3 right now, and I lost 6 guys. So I'm going to lose D6 plus 3 more. No, plus 2 more, because I get +1 to my bravery check because I have at least 10 models. So I lose 8. Jeez. Okay. Ow. On to your turn.
Yes.
What are you going to do in your hero phase?
First thing, I will have to just try to spell.
Who is going to do it?
Kenyax.
Kenyax is no longer has got anybody to Dancing Macabre. He's a 7.
Oh!
8! Now, it's got 3 wounds left, so if you roll 3 on a D3, you got it. 2! It's got 1 left! You can see it starting to shimmer, though, and its magic is starting to unravel. as you're concentrating all your efforts into dispelling it.
We need to life surge Kangak. She's taking too many wounds.
It's down to 2. Life Surge will heal him.
D3.
Is 6 enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so D3. Oh, he gets all his wounds back. Okay, we're not killing him. And he ignores wounds on the 6+.
Elemental shield.
What's bravery are they again?
Oh, actually, they can lose one.
They lost
bravery
it.
of 5.
So you lost one guy, so 5+ you'll lose another. No, you're fine. So next thing, elemental shield.
Elemental shield, yes. That is enough.
So he gets it off too.
And then we're going to do Mystify Miasma onto them.
From your Shadow Mage.
Yeah.
To give them -1 to hit, because there's a big group of them coming.
Nice.
Yes.
And then Cascading Fire Cloak.
Because why not? Okay, everybody gets spells off, or dispels. Movement.
Yeah, we're going to fall back.
Just block that door.
Oh, I killed my musician, not my champion.
Oops.
No, it's all the same. I would have more attack, which would be better. We're all going to die anyway.
There are a lot of Skaven still coming. You can still hear more coming. Pouring through the drains and above you and below you and all around you. All you can hear is claw marks. Days. Claws. Days. Claw claws.
I don't know what to do. I guess the mages are going to fall back.
Oh, they don't want to hold their ground and whoppity stick them.
I think we're going to send out Czar. Yes, I go this way. Kangak. Oh, actually, no. Czar wants to go far away.
He's got to get more than 3 inches away. So put him over here.
So we don't want him to die. And, oh, we're going to have to fall. Whoa.
You're going to fall back with the Ogre too?
I am. I'm going to make room for my other ogres.
Because they can do more damage.
Yeah. And I don't think you're going to be able to... Oh, he's going to run.
Because remember, there's a door right there too.
Yeah. I mean, run, Durlag.
They'll scatter. They just scatter. Boom! All in every direction. It's like, we're in close combat. What's going on? I didn't sign up for this.
No.
Just so you know, he's feeling a little bit of pain right now.
Why is he going forward?
He's...
Because he moved, what, 8 on that thing?
Yeah.
It was 6-inch... No.
He's not very happy right now. I just want to point out.
He's going this way. What am I thinking?
He's still not very happy.
Who is happy?
No, he's not happy because after he got hurt, all of a sudden he felt this surge of life magic go through him.
Oh, that's right.
And it hurt.
Oh, did it hurt more?
Oh, it doesn't do any mortal wounds, but in the lore, like he's just like, ow! Oh! As it knits his bones back together.
Had him just die. I'm excited for that.
It's like, oh, by the way, that does D3 mortal wounds to him rather than healing him. So it just like hurt. It hurt him bad. And so, yeah. So we're gonna give him -2 to his hit and wound rolls.
Okay.
For the time you put life magic on him.
All right,
I'm not gonna make it do mortal wounds. That would just be cruel. Because that means you can never heal him unless you find some death way to heal him. But right now he's at -2 to hit and wound because his head is swimming. He's like, what is this stuff in me that's like...
Flash grew on his...
He's like, ah! Oh, it's not gray anymore. What is that?
Ogres. Oh, wait, we gotta get with...
No shooting because he retreated.
Yep.
Charging the ogres. Don't roll double 1. They rolled an 8. I think those clan rats are...
Is definitely an ogre charge.
Yeah. Ogre charged. 4s and 3s. Yikes!
Oy.
All but 1. 3s. Yikes!
You do your save, though.
Yeah, I got a 6 up because they're 2 damage each. That's all of them. That's you'd kill 10 of them, and there was 6 of them. So they just charge in and maul these poor clan rats. Poor clan rats. Poor clan rats. And now, who gets to go first? You want to go first because you want to dispel that thing.
No.
But if you go first, then I get to move it before you go.
I want you to go first, so I can bring it back real close.
And then
Like,
survive, like, and then dispel it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's roll. Well, to be honest, I want to go first too, so this roll might actually be moot. You won the roll.
Yeah.
So you want me to go
Well,
first?
because you just fly the thing away from me.
That's true. Out of line of sight, right?
Yeah,
So you're gonna fly it in,
Yeah.
and then make sure you don't put it within 6 inches of your guys, because you have to choose a unit within 6.
What I'm gonna do is...
Use it to block the door.
Yeah.
You cunning person, you. In the Skaven hero phase, you hear the skitter, scatter, pitter patter. Let's get at her, and more Skaven show up. More of the Jezzails show up. More clan rats show up, and ratlings show up, or ratling gunmen thingies show up as well, all moving in. And this huge squad is just going to stay 3 inches away from your halberdiers. These ones will run 4 inches. Skitter scatter. Actually, they get +2 to their run with the banner. Run and retreats get +2. Which as elves will run because they don't have any targets. These ones were on the table already, so they're going to run 6.
Woo!
It's a shame they can't run and charge. Acolytes are going to run 3. That'll bring them up to here. We're closing in on you, Steve. Closing in. And we're going to run the cannon because it's out of range 6. It only moves 3, so 9 inches total up to here. Nothing in the shooting phase because I'm out of range or I ran. So charge, just 1 charge right here. Anything but a double 1 and we're good. We got an 8, so we're just going to pile in here and have like 3 guys fighting.
Yay.
Yeah, this is the endless battle right here. So they hit on 4s.
Yeah, -1 to hit.
They hit on 5s. Great. I missed.
This is my mask.
That's right, because they had the miasma on them. And then you get to pile in, and all 5 of your guys can fight.
6 attacks, 4 boards.
So 3 hit.
That's
Pretty lame.
Okay.
And I get a 5 up, because they're minus rend. So 2 guys die.
No, there's a rend, but 1 damage.
Oh, okay. So I did 6 up then. So 2 of them die. My bravery, am I within 6 inches of your bellower again?
Oh.
Easily within 6 inches, so my bravery is only 3. I lost 2 guys, so I got to roll a 1 not to have anybody run. So
But actually plus bravery for...
oh, right. Yes, I'm bravery back up to 4 because I have at least 10. Actually, 5, 10, 15, 19.
19.
19. I had 21 to start. So hold on. I lost 2. That brought me up to 6. I'm bravery 4, so I lose 2 more. 2 run. Ah! Don't want to fight these man things. Okay, Steve. You do realize you're eventually going to get overwhelmed, right?
I know.
I will Ogre-whelm you.
You overwhelm me.
So all you have to do is dispel it. That doesn't mean the game's over. It just means you got your objective at least, and maybe you can get out of there.
7.
What do you need? And, and who's doing it? Sorry.
Kengax.
Who's Kengax? Oh, your Necromancer?
Oh! He got it.
Okay. He concentrates one last time as the swarm is around him. And as he reaches out with his mind and with his soul, he dispels it. All the magic just yanked towards him rather than dispelling right on the spot, though. Typically, when you dispel on the spell, it kind of just crystallizes where it is and leaves a deposit, which is what the Skaven love. But in this case, it just hurls towards him and into the orb that he's holding.
Ah!
And as he looks into the orb and studies it, as he can, all of a sudden, everything just quiets around him. He can still hear all the Skaven pouring in by the thousands, the tens of thousands are pouring in. And yet it all quiets around him as he looks and gazes into the orb, and he just can't draw his gaze away from it. And as he looks into it, it swirls and keeps changing until it all of a sudden settles on one image. And in this image, he can see this wasteland, but it's like a rusty wasteland. And he stares at it closer and closer, and all of a sudden he can feel himself almost being drawn into it. And all the other wizards, as they look over at him, they gasp. Even the ogre does an ogre gasp. As the sphere in his hand all of a sudden expands all around him. And it just keeps expanding until it envelops all of them. Oh. And then, after it expands and envelops all of their crew, it then just returns back to its normal size. And you are no longer where you once were. And that is the end of the mission. All of a sudden, you guys just, it winks out everything in the sphere right here, bringing some of the Skaven along with them. And you find yourself somewhere else, next mission, which we're not going to talk about now until we get to the next mission. We're going to instead do our after battle upgrades, looking at your experience. Now, your Necromancer gets D3 plus 1 victory points for dispelling that. So that's 2. And it is a minor victory. And so you're going to be getting, there was no major victory in this one, the very first one. So your entire warband gets D3. Yeah, it's D3. It's D3 minus 1. You just roll it once and everybody gets it. Oh. Okay, so no extra victory points for this scenario, but you do get D3 each that you roll individually. We'll do that separately on a different clip. Oh, sorry, just checked my notes. I realized it was a major victory if you got out of there with the Endless Spell. So instead of, you rolled a 1, so that's actually 2 victory points each for the major victory. Because it's D3 minus 1 for minor, D3 plus 1. Gotcha. Is it? Hold on, just check the chart. Major victory, does it say D3? Oh, it's just D3. Sorry, I know my own numbers. So you get 1 extra victory point for that, and then we'll roll individually for their participation award. So roll a D3 for each of them. Nobody died, so no death chart. 3, 1, 3, 2, and your vampire, 3, jeez, that's pretty good. So let's add all that up. 10 is the first cutoff, 20 is the next cutoff. I don't think anybody's getting a 20, but I think almost everybody got the 10. And everybody does upgrade once each. So it's a 2d6 upgrade tree, and we're going to roll on that now. Go left to right. Name them first.
Durlag.
Durlag, the light mage, rolls a 7, which is the common one. He gets +1 to casting and unbinding rolls,
But
not dispel. Zar is next. 9 is he gains a lore attribute. So I made a chart of lore attributes. I borrowed some ideas from the old Warhammer Fantasy books and from other places as well. So they each get an attribute that will apply to usually their spells or to other things that they do. So let's take a look at his. He's Shadow, right?
Yeah.
Lore of Shadow. The Lore of Shadow, after successfully casting any spell and resolving its effects, the wizard can choose to immediately swap places with a friendly hero anywhere within 18 inches. So that one I borrowed from the old Warhammer Fantasy 8th edition lore attribute for Shadow. The Ogre Firebelly, what's his name? Droth. He rolls a 5. He gets, all his spells get +6 inches to their range.
Those are personal. Yay.
Well, unless he does Arcane Bolt or Mystic Shield,
true.
or learns new ones later on.
That's true.
And old man, what's his name?
Yeslick.
Yeslick rolls a 10. You're actually rolling different for every one of them, so we get to see a lot of them. He gains a random artifact of power from the realm that matches his lore. So we go into the Malign Sorceries. You get to pick whether it's going to be a weapon or relic. We can look at them before you pick, and then you'll roll randomly on that table.
We're taking a relic here.
2.
And that is the Verdant Mantle.
In your hero phase, the bearer may attempt to dispel one end of the spell in the same manner as a wizard. If the bearer is a wizard, this does not prevent him from casting any spells.
Huh. I guess he'll be doing that from now on.
Hopefully he'll get the upgrade later on to get +2 to dispelling.
That's true.
Because that works just as well for the boss endless spells.
Nice. And Ken Gax.
8. Oh, you rolled a separate thing for each of them. Learn one new spell from the wizard's lore based on the spell in the realms, and you get to pick. So Steve is going to look in the spells of Shaiish, and he's going to pick one. And you can also, actually no, you're not going to be able to pick the one from the actual realm itself that's in the core book. That one's in effect when you're in the realm. I'm sorry, I forgot that we were actually supposed to use the realm of metal base spell. I don't even know what it is. I think it's transmutation or something like that. So we got to remember that.
So I'm going to take a Natural Darkness. It is pick a unit within 12. Or sorry, no, pick a friendly within 12. People attacking them are -1 to hit.
Shooting and melee, or just shooting or melee?
Attack the target unit, so it's both.
So both? Nice. So it's a good defensive spell then.
Yep, I'll take her.
And that is all your upgrades. So if you want to find out what happens to this crew of wizards as they get teleported across the realm of metal, there's a little hint right there, then you got to click the link below to go and watch the next battle report in the MiniWarGaming Vault. If you're not a Vault member, there's also a link down there to allow you to get this entire narrative campaign for free by trying out the Vault for free. And there's really no catch. The catch is that you have to sign up for the Vault, but if you cancel before you're charged anything, which is after the 7-day trial, then you still get access to the entire narrative campaign as it comes out, even though you won't be a Vault member anymore. So it's kind of our ethical bribe, I like to call it, to get you to try it out, because most people that try it out do like to stick around, and it really helps support us as well. That's the big reason, honestly. There are thousands of videos in there, but it really supports us. It's what allows us to do this. If you like our videos, then we need Vault members in order to be able to continue to grow and to be able to buy more models and terrain, hire more people to make videos, and to feed Steve.
I thank you, Vault members, for feeding me.
Exactly. Our Vault members do provide the majority of our revenue. And so YouTube revenue is nice, but Vault revenue is the lion's share of what we make here. So thank you, Vault members, if you're already a Vault member. And if you're not, please try it out. It is what allows us to do this. I've got 4 kids to feed. Think about them if you can't think about me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of Spell Hunters. Happy wargaming!